You guys don't sell One Piece here, do you?
I think we do.
This is Collect Decks, an index of whatever collection I'm into at the moment. Today, it's One Piece. Boy, has the market sentiment shifted. Now, that little clip that you guys just seen was from a local Best Buy that I stopped into just to ask what they had, but I got some goodies, right? So, first of all, the Mega Charizard UPC. These things are sitting everywhere now. You guys can get them at MSRP. Don't pay a scalper. They are literally everywhere. I have about 4 of these now, and if you guys know my rule, I don't open anything until I have 3. 1 to rip, 1 to hold if my first rip was underwhelming, and another one to trade up to something in the future of a set that, you know, maybe I need or want. So I think I have 4 of those now, so I'm getting ready to rip those. Another thing I got is the Hydreigon Dragapult collection box. It's 10 packs in here for $50. You can't beat that. And then I got a Surging Sparks 3-pack blister, and I also got a Phantasmal Flames 3-pack blister. Both of these are about $13.99. And along with that, I also was able to get 4 sleeve boosters of Destined Rivals, which is probably my favorite set of this era. So you already know I'm gonna go ahead and rip one of these while I talk about what's going on with One Piece. The One Piece market has absolutely hyper shilled into FOMO. Everybody seems to be on the One Piece bandwagon now. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't exactly know what they're doing with One Piece. They know Luffy, they know Nami, and that's about it. I'm surprised most people don't even know who Zoro is. But FOMOing in to One Piece in that situation where you don't even understand the characters, the card game, or anything else is not ideal, and I wouldn't recommend it. However, there's people doing it all over. I'm seeing new sets of One Piece like OP13 going for above $300. Sleeve boosters for going in astronomical prices, and it kind of just doesn't make sense to me. Ooh, a Team Rocket's Moltres! I'll take that, baby! So since everybody is absolutely hyper shilling into One Piece off of just the pure hype of it, I cannot understand what they're gonna do in the future when the market actually catches up to the sentiment and people realize that they can't push One Piece in the same way that people push Pokemon. Pokemon has been around as a TCG and a video game, by the way, for almost 30 years in 2026. One Piece has been around almost as long in terms of the anime and the manga. However, in terms of the card game, it's much more newer. I think we're only in the 3rd year. So if you guys know about the TCG world, card games come and go all the time. Anybody remember what was that, MetaZoo or something like that a few years ago? There was massive hype on. Completely dead. And Yu-Gi-Oh, which is what started me off in TCG. Yu-Gi-Oh is also completely dead. I've also played Pokemon in the past too, in my younger days. But I say all that to say this. There's so many card games that fall off all the time. Do I believe One Piece will be that? Absolutely not. I've actually started to play One Piece TCG. It's super fun. It's actually a mix of kind of Yu-Gi-Oh / Pokemon, and it's very high octane. And also the players are not as weird as like maybe the Yu-Gi-Oh players or the Magic players. So this kind of the social community around it is definitely a little bit higher end, I'll say that. And also, the people that play One Piece understand One Piece on a manga and anime level, and it's a very revolutionary show. So if you're not a fan of One Piece, it might be harder for you to become a player. If it's harder for you to become a player, it's harder for you to be a collector investor into One Piece. Now again, $300 boxes, booster boxes for One Piece. That makes no sense. This is upon release. The only thing that, and actually Pokemon is also just in the past couple of years gotten into this territory where a booster box releases and it automatically 100x's. And I'm sorry, maybe not 100x, but you guys get the point. At least 3x's on release date. But One Piece does not command that. People don't know the characters. People don't know the game. People can't even tell you when the manga or the anime debuted. It's a thing that people are getting into right now because they see where the money is moving to, but they don't know why, unfortunately. One Piece is a very player-based game, so as soon as people start hoarding boxes, I think there's going to be a different type of outcome for whatever that brings. Furthermore, historically, Bandai has been known to destroy card games. Apparently, I don't know about any other card game that Bandai, maybe I do, I'm just not thinking about it, but they're handling One Piece amazingly. If you guys haven't touched One Piece cards, they're way thicker than Pokemon cards. The quality is immaculate. The artwork is dope. So there's definitely value in One Piece. However, this value ramps up over time. It's not something that can be, just arbitrarily assigned just off of TCG Marketplace, which kind of is manipulated if you guys didn't know. So just something to note. EBO 3, or what they call OP 14, is set to release, I think, in February or March. I've actually already entered a tournament for the release of EBO or OP 14, and I'm super excited for that. Supposedly it's the Gooner set, so it's going to be super popular with the Gooners, but I think it's a dope looking set regardless. I only have a few booster boxes of One Piece, and I only have, a certain amount of cards, which my decks are not super amazing anyways. I'm just getting into it. But it really annoys me that I actually don't have a booster box of OP13 yet, which is sad, because I love OP13, but I'm not paying $300 a booster box. I think MSRP on those is like $130, and when I first seen them, I just couldn't buy it that day. I think I saw it for like $180, which is already pushing it. Now I'm seeing prices at like $300. So neither here nor there. I expect the prices hopefully to drop sooner or later if you guys are in the One Piece collector investor market. And one thing to note about investing, right? Investment doesn't mean you grab something and automatically sell it for double. That's not investing. That's price gouging or scalping in 2025 terms. Investing is when you buy something for, let's just say, $100, and in 5 years from now, that OP13 box may be worth $800. Do you understand? And that, to me, is very possible. Some of the Pokemon sets are quadrupling those amounts, but that's Pokemon. One Piece has a ways to go. I think after the 5-year mark, going to the 10-year mark of the TCG being played, you have a much more viable option for One Piece for the next 20 years in terms of the TCG. The anime and the manga, obviously very revolutionary, very amazing. Check it out if you haven't already. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to hop on here, do a poll for y'all, show y'all what I got from my haul from Best Buy, and talk about this One Piece situation, which is escalating rather quickly, but I hope it de-escalates at some point as well. So, if you stayed this long, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to check the link in the bios. and support the channel any way that you can. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.